Hello everyone, Rodimus 2099 here with another video. I am today doing what if I was handed the opportunity to make an X-Men movie. This is going to be a two-part. The next part will be tomorrow, where I do the casting and stuff like that for it. It's just a fun movie. It's an imagination movie, not a real movie. So in this, it would be a divergence from Professor X. At this time, he still has his legs. He is not wounded, paralyzed. And this is Professor X that's still walking and trying to find mutants. So he has already teamed up with Forge, Caliban, and Havoc at this point. And Havoc realizes his brother Cyclops is going through some stuff, and they find Cyclops and rule New York. And then they, of course, find Beast. Beast is going through a big transformation. And then it would skip to another place where they're hopefully in a bar. Where Magneto is sort of off his own thing. Charles and Magneto at this point are still friends, but Magneto is, of course, the Nazi hunting Magneto that he is. And what he does is he decides to go to this bar to meet Professor X on neutral grounds. And when they do that, it ends with a little bit of blood. The bartender, this is at the point where mutants are pretty much captured and arrested and receive money for it because they are, of course, known as dangerous. So the bartender pulls out a gun, and Magneto decides to tear apart the gun, but not before a bullet shoots off, and he reflects it, kind of knocking it out of the way. When that happens, Professor X kind of dives, and it hits him right in the spine, and he is forever paralyzed. Then we jump to about 10 years later, where Beast, everyone is grown up, but Beast is persuaded by Strife to become a part of his team-ish, his kind of bad guy team, to not only stop the humans who are against mutants, but kind of show them that they are more powerful. And so at this point, it's like this villain, Strife, isn't bad. He's not good, but he's not bad. Which I kind of like in a villain. And so Magneto kind of goes off. He feels like, I just betrayed my only friend, and kind of is in neither the wrong nor the good. And so he's off. No one knows where he's been for a while. And then we see Strife. Not only he didn't persuade Beast, but Professor X makes it very clear, we are enemies. I do not believe what you believe in doing. And in turn, Angel and Deathlock both side with Strife, and then Strife gets Angel and Deathlock. And then it becomes a race for the realization that there's a mutant that is so powerful named Sunfire out there that both parties want him on their side. So they both head off to Japan, where Sunfire meets them with his brother, who is protecting him. And Professor X goes, this guy is trying to kill off humans. And Silver Samurai goes, so you're fine with humans putting us down. And it's kind of becoming a thing of, do we want to coexist with them, or do we want them to coexist with us? Putting them in front or them behind us. And it's kind of like a challenging thing for them to all decide. But Silver Samurai realizes the best thing for his brother is to team up with Professor X. So he teams up with his brother too. So now we have the total X-Men are Professor X, Cyclops, Beast, Sunfire, Silver Samurai, Havoc, Forge, and Caliban. Honestly, this is a great team that I'm really happy with. So Caliban is kind of used to tell when the mutants are coming, when Strife is coming, and during this we realize, oh, Strife got another person. He got Nightcrawler. So we kind of can't tell where Strife is, but they can tell where Angel is and where he's coming. So Forge and Havoc decide to protect the other X-Men because they are some of the oldest, and during this battle, I'd imagine that Havoc either gets severely wounded or possibly dies. And I'd also imagine Angel to die, for both sides to lose parties. And of course, Deathlock, I can imagine him getting really badly wounded by Sunfire. Not dead, because it's Deathlock, he's never gonna die. But not surviving. And during this whole thing, it's kind of a reminder of war and hardship, and then Magneto comes to kill Strife, and I imagine that he would team up with Professor X. Professor X is challenging him telekinetically so that he's not really focused on his body too much. And then Magneto kind of crushes him in his armor. And then Silver Samurai kind of ends on a note like, Sunfire, it's your choice. If you want to be with the X-Men or be with me, you're safer with me. You're not safe with them. And Sunfire goes, but I don't know what I'm doing, and you don't either. He doesn't. But at this point, Silver Samurai is way older than Sunfire. He understands his powers, his mutant abilities, but Sunfire doesn't. So the best thing for him to do is go with Professor X. But if I got a sequel, of course we would see Silver Samurai way more. Honestly, Silver Samurai is a great character. And so the notes I kind of want to hit on with this movie is like, who should be in the right and wrong. With Magneto, is it his fault? Is it not his fault? With making Professor X paralyzed, and then Magneto is sort of like the phenomenon through this movie where he's like important, but he's not the center of attention, because that's kind of how Magneto should be. He's a big villain. He's against what Professor X believes, but he's not the Professor X. Like, along with him. He's not with Professor X. That's what I like distinguishing with. So let me know what you think about it in the comments. Do you think I should have included more X-Men or not? I went with a small cast, and maybe we'll do a thing like this where I might say if I got a sequel for this movie, or if I got a trilogy for it. I don't know, this is kind of just a new thing that I want to try out. I did do this before with this Amazing Spider-Man 2, so click the box that says Amazing Spider-Man 3. Was kind of it was during that time when we thought Spider-Man was out of the MCU, so Sean Chandler did it with Spider-Man 4 for the Sam Raimi trilogy, and I decided, what if I did Amazing Spider-Man 3, changing the whole series on its head, and then what if, of course, there's Taskmaster video, there's my style motion playlist, there are some X-Men boys in there, so if you do like X-Men, check it out. Anyway, I will of course see you in the next video where I do the cast list for this. Well, the actors I'd like to play these characters. Fan cast, I don't know what to call it yet. Anyway, I'll see you then. Goodbye.